Invite everyone to ride again. The arms led by inside carriage. Now we're going to be seeing animals on our left and on our right, so just to make sure we're all looking in the same direction. On your left now, you should be seeing the new outdoor play area, and on the right-hand side, the end of the tiger enclosure. This is a 15-minute journey over 2 miles of track, and if we're lucky, we should see over 30 different kinds of animals. So keep your eyes peeled. And the first one will be on the left-hand side is the paddock of the children's park. So over on the left there, you can be seeing some long-necked woolly creatures. They're a mixture of llamas and alpaca. The llamas, the large ones with banana-shaped ears, and the smaller ones are the alpaca. And then in the far distance on the left there, you can see two very large donkeys. These are a giant breed. They are called Watu donkeys, and ours are called Maitaka and Tiger. They may be big, but they do have very gentle personality. The children's farm on the left, the only place that there's no way to touch the animals, so packing a pony, that's the place to go. Now we are heading over the road and into the engine yard. This is where our engine spends the night, and it's got ready in the morning. And it took Kevin and Mike 3 hours this morning to get our engine up and running. As you can see, of course, you can't just jump aboard, turn a key and expect to roar out of the station. You have to do lots of preparation work to build up a good head of steam. And part of that preparation involves this large pile of Welsh coal on the left-hand side. If all will remain seated, that would be great. Thank you very much. I hope you'll take it. Now, if you are a teenaging fan, you'll be thrilled to know that we're being pulled along by our youngest engine here at Whipsanade. Her name is Superiour. She is only 93 years old. We do have 2 other engines, one that's well over 100 and another is 98 years old. Now, coming up on the left is Cream and Green Hut. This is a hut on our local Whipsanade and Lakes Railway. And then if you look left down into the engine yard proper, you'll see 2 very special diesel engines. Their names are Victor and Hector, and they are 2 of only 4 Fowler narrow gauge diesel engines in Europe. So if you are a railway fan, you should be in vintage railway heaven right now. Now we are zooming out of the engine yard and around the corner into the Australasia region of Whipsanade, where we're going to be seeing animals from Australia, New Zealand, China, India and Southeast Asian countries. And this area around the corner here is a bit of a wallaby hotspot, so look out for small kangaroo-like creatures lurking in the undergrowth. We have several hundred of these wallabies. Also a Chinese water deer, little honey-coloured deer rushing off to the right, and that's another one of our roamers. But getting back to those wallabies, they are of course marsupial animals, which means they bring up their young in external pouches. And it would always work looking around their tummy, there might be one there, see a little Joey popping his head out to say good day. When they're first born, they're as teeny-weeny as a babies, and they climb up their mother's tummies and pop into the pouches, where they can spend up to 9 months drinking milk. Sounds like a pretty good life to me. Now, coming up on the right-hand side, we're passing the inner complex of our Asian elephants. Some of them will be out in their grassy paddocks a bit further on, so don't worry, you won't miss out. But let me tell you a little bit about this area on the right. The first barn you can see is the barn where our male lives at night. He likes to be on his own, so he has no barn. Then there's the sandy area. 900 tons of sand was brought down to put down in this area, and each of these iron posts that you can see was done 2 meters into the bit of palaver, creating a secure elephant area. And that large green barn that we can see at the end of here on the right is where the females and youngsters spend the night. And that's their home. Now we are going to be seeing some of the elephants in a minute in the first small grassy paddock that we're going to come to. We're going to be seeing our big daddy bull elephant. His name is Emmett, and he is over 21 years old. Not fully grown yet, because of course elephants do grow throughout their lives, but the first major growth is starting up to about 25, so he's got a couple more years of a lot of growing to do. He's the one with the visible tusks, and he is the father of all of our young ones here. In with him is Auntie Maya, who is our oldest and largest elephant. She's going up to greet a couple of the youngsters there. I think that's Donna and George. Donna is our oldest at almost 4 years old. Then there's George, who was 3 in April. And then sandwiched between them is little Scott. See little Scott there? He's about 1.5 years old. We have 5 mature females as well. Kaylee, Karishma, Aziza, Luca and Maya. And they range in age from about 15 years old to around 31 years old. Now, with the elephants, a bit in the centre of the paddock away from the elephants, you'll see some little heads poking up amongst the grass there. Those are the Mara. They're free roaming at Whipsanade, 3rd largest rodent in the world. You may have come across them in the rest of the park. Just a little word of warning about the Mara though. They are a tad cheeky, and if you get too close to them, they have a slightly alarming habit of weeing backwards on you. Now this nestley area on the right is another opportunity to look for wallabies and Chinese water deer. They do like the undergrowth here and amongst the nettles. But a bit more exciting than those two, we've got the greater one-horned Asian rhino on the right-hand side. Now in the first paddock, one of our females, she's still there, she was wallowing in the mud, and then she's still there, looks like she's gone. Okay, well next door we have Mum Behan with her little son Jamil. Jamil is about 6 months old. Jamil means handsome in Nepali, and I think he certainly is a handsome little lad. His mum is called Behan, and she is about 16 years old. Oh, and then Baluki, who was wallowing in the mud, is just up near the bridge there on the right-hand side. And then right in the distance by that big green barn is our big daddy male bull rhino. That is Hugo there. He is Jamil's father. These guys come from the swamps and floodplains of the big rivers of India and Nepal. So they are excellent swimmers and good runners as well. They run 35 miles an hour. Now, over mostly, well, coming up on the left here, we've got some of the deer. This is the pair David here. But just beyond the road there, you'll see 2 little camels. Now, those are the 2 new camels we've had. They're a few weeks old. The smallest one is little Lily, and the larger one is Mo. Now, Lily and Mo are quite feisty characters. They like chasing the pair David here. They're obviously having a nap at the moment. Lily's mum is called Jimmy, and Mo's mum is called Eva, and they're over there on the left. The Backshire camels will give it shaggy and disreputable at the moment. That's their winter coat. Very, very chilly in the Gobi Desert where they come from, so they have very thick winter coats which are a bit hot at this time of year. Now, over on the right here, these dark ox-like creatures you can see are the yaks. Yaks come from the high Asian plateaus where they're often domesticated and used as pack animals. So next time you're planning an assault on Mount Everest, you might put your backpack on a yak. It's a little bit difficult to see because he's also having an afternoon nap, but there is a little mound of dark hair, and that is Zach the yak over there on the right next to the pair David here. He is the latest addition to the yak herd, and he was born on the 8th of measuring. He is a terror of the pair down in there. His favourite occupation is chasing them around the paddock as well. So all those deer you can see on the right are more of the pair down in there. There are quite a few youngsters over there. The paler ones are the young ones that were born earlier this season. So we have had quite a lot of youngsters here at Whipsanade. Good breeding season. Now we are heading over the bridge and into the deer park. We have 7 different types of deer in the deer park, 5 resident species and 2 free roaming species. It looks like we've got quite a few of them to show you. Quite close to the range, which is nice. Over here on the left, the paler one, underbellied ones with the spotty backs. They're the fallow deer. The spotty sandy like deer that you might see on a walk in the countryside. You'll notice the ones with antlers have got quite furry antlers at the moment. That's because they are in the growing phase. When they're growing, they are covered in velvety skin. Over here on the left, the large russet-coloured deer you can see are the barracking or swamp deer. They come from the Indian subcontinent. We do have some youngsters as well in amongst them. They are the largest deer that we have here at Whipsanade. Oh, and there's a nice family broad, tiny little one running in front of its mother over there. There are lots of wee ones for you to look at. Very cute. Now, over on the right, in the far distance, you can see the horses. Those are the Camels horses, the only genuine breed of wild horse left in the world. Never been ridden, never been tamed, neither have their ancestors. They are genuine wild horses. Now, the time is 3:15. There is one more free-flying bird demonstration today at 3:30 and another sea lion splash at 4 o'clock. So those are the 2 shows that you've still got a chance to see. Also at 4:15 we will be feeding our wild boar. We have 10 videos. They are rather amusing. So if you're a fan of wild boars, you can join them my colleagues for a chat about them. Up near the front entrance. Now over on the right there, you can see up against the fence in the distance a mound of dark fur moving along. That's one of our sloth bears. Sloth bears are very interesting bears. They're the only bears that are specially adapted to eating termites. Now you may think termites are not much food for a bear, but pound for pound there's more protein in a termite than there is in a block of cheese. Maybe we should all be eating termite and tomato sandwiches. No, maybe not. Okay everyone, we are heading out to the Asian section now and towards the tunnel. Are you ready? Now it's a wee bit narrow in there, so we can white bird with orange legs and orange feet. That's the European stork. And in amongst the stork we've got some stripy headed geese. Those are the bar-headed geese. One of the world's great high altitude flyers. They migrate right over the top of Mount Everest. Well, we are now heading back into the station. If you've enjoyed your ride on the Jumbo Express. As I said, there is one more free-flying bird demonstration just over here on the left-hand side, beyond the sea line, the green turkey, and another opportunity to see our fabulous sea lions at 5 o'clock, 4 o'clock, and then a wild boar at 4:15. But if you are a sea mention fan, then feel free to pop up and have a good old close-up look at Superior and have a chat to Kevin and Mike about the have any questions about the animals or the zoo, please come and find me. My name is Victoria and I'm from the Temporary. Well, I hope you're having a great day and it won't be long before you see me again. Good afternoon.